Hey, True Believers, England Teen here with another weekly top 10 comic books sold to readers. This is what the comic book fans are leaving the shops with. Comicron tells us what the stores are ordering. This tells us what the comic book readers are actually walking out of those stores with. After we look at the hard copy sales, we're going to go on over to Comixology and check out to see who wins the digital week. Is it Marvel? Is it DC? Is it okay, it's never the independents. Now, participating this week are these comic shops right here. So by all means, if you find yourself in their area, please stop by, say hello, maybe buy something, and do not forget to support your local comic book shop. Now, without further ado, let's get this party started. Number 10, Wonder Woman number 58. At number 9, we have Detective Comics number 992. Number 8 brings us Venom number 8. At number 7, we have Catwoman number 5. Mr. Miracle ends his run with number 12 at number 6. In the number 5 spot, we have The Amazing Spider-Man number 9. At number 4 is Superman number 5. Number 3 brings us The Avengers, number 10. In the runner-up position, at number 2 is Fantastic Four, number 3. And at number 1, The Uncanny X-Men, number 1, makes its debut. I am just blown away and disheartened by the fact that the Electric Warriors did not even make the top 10. After all the push DC Comics gave that title. Anyway, I'm going to say some things about DC that I said about Marvel in the past. It's tied 5-5, but Marvel owns 4 of the top 5 spots with only Superman breaking the top 5. So dubious at best, and we'll see what the comic shops have to say about all of this. Big week for Marvel at FFF with 5 of the top 10 books this week being Marvel, and the top 2 of those being written by Donny Cates, Venom and Cosmic Ghost Rider. Both have a strong following at our store and tend to sell better than most other comics. The fact that all of our Detective Comics were damaged meant it was an odd week where Batman wasn't on top. Firefly outsold almost everything else, placing at number 3. It's odd, Dr. Horrible didn't sell all that well, though. Uncanny X-Men actually sold better than I thought it would, considering it was an $8 book. Hopefully, it can hold these numbers on a weekly schedule. Superman, Mr. Miracle, and Catwoman were the only DC on the top 10 this week. Mr. Miracle has garnered solid support with a lot of our customers, and I hate to see it go with the end of the book. Oblivion's Song rounds out the list. It doesn't quite have Walking Dead numbers, but it does better than Die, Die, Die and Outcast combined. Now, FFF is kind of famous for pushing Donny Cates, but with good reason. Definitely Cosmic Ghost Rider's worth a look. Venom, I got to admit, is good. Even though I don't like the character, I have to admit it's a good book. Also, I did a review on Dr. Horrible, and guess what? Yeah, you should check that out. It's with the Electric Warrior thing. It's pretty cool. I also did a review of Infinite Dark as well. A lot of fun that, and I was quite surprised at how good the book was. So maybe Dr. Horrible deserves a look. It was a strong shipment this week. Lots of really good books, and people came in for them. Many of our top 10 sold almost identical numbers. Marvel took the top 3 spots with Uncanny, Avengers, and Fantastic Four all doing well. DC took 5 of the top 10. Wonder Woman saw a noticeable jump up in the charts with G. Willow Wilson taking over writing duties. Mr. Miracle came in at number 9, which is really strong for the final issue of a series. Overall, it was a very good week. And keep an eye out for my review of Wonder Woman by GWW, as well as a review of God of War right after it. It's going to be on the same video, so check that out. Uncanny X-Men should have been a bigger victory than it was. Honestly, despite securing the top spot, it should have been huge. The $7.99 price point, which we offered a discount on this week, kept the book down. Very, very, very all right. Doesn't fill me with confidence about the collective 25 issues of minis that are coming with Age of X-Men. Fantastic Four has been so delayed, a lot of subs were surprised when they saw it in their polls. Venom shows no sign of cooling off. Firefly also still resonates with comic fans all these years after its initial television run. Nothing else much out of the ordinary to mention. I didn't get the Firefly book. Maybe I should go back to the comic shop. Now, I did get the X-Men and reviewed it, and he's right. All right, that's all. It's amazingly not bad. It is so there. It has drawings. It's in color. You know, I mean, that's about all you could say about the X-Men, so I understand how he's feeling about it. Make mine Marvel, they exclaimed this week, and Marvel snatched 8 of the top 10 best-selling books. Want to be in the number 1 spot, not only in quantity sold, but in dollars generated. Easy. Price your relaunch at a ridiculous $8 per copy and print over a dozen covers for customers to pick from. Or buy more than one version. Sadly, this worked, so Marvel will most likely continue this horrible trend. Short-sighted sales only hurt us in the long run. You kinda gotta love it when a comic shop is as bitter about selling a book as you were about buying it and reading it for a YouTube video. This was a big week with a lot of heavy hitter titles. Surprisingly, the closest we have to a Bat book representation in the top 5 is Catwoman. Detective Comics barely even made it into our top 10. The number 1 seller was the final issue of Tom King's tour de force, Mr. Miracle. Trailing close behind that, we have a couple of Marvel mainstays with Avengers and Fantastic Four. The brand new Uncanny X-Men sits square in the middle of our list, and as noted, before even our bottom half is full of A-listers like Thor, Wonder Woman, and Captain America. I mentioned it before, and I keep doing. Marvel is taking over again. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm a DC guy. I do not hide this at all. And, yeah, what you gonna do? But hey, Marvel fans, congratulations. You guys are starting to win again. The last issue of the fantastic Mr. Miracle run was our top seller. No surprises there. A few new number 1s made it into the top 10 as well, with Uncanny X-Men leading the pack, and the other 2 are both new takes on existing properties. Johnny Christmas's adaptation of William Gibson's Alien 3 script, and Greg Pak and Dan McDade's new Firefly series. Okay, point taken. I'll go get Firefly. I did, however, read and review Alien 3. It's with the Infinity Warps review, so check that out. Marvel not only took the lead with the number 1 book in our store this week, Fantastic Four, but they also took 5 of the top 10, with DC taking 4 and Boom taking 1 with Firefly. Superman's failure to take number 1 is indicative of a general lack of excitement over the current Superman storyline. Sales in our store are now trending below where Superman sold before Bendis took over the title. And now formerly mid-list Marvel titles like Domino are selling better than former DC top sellers like Flash and Wonder Woman. DC seems to be determined to pursue the New 52 diminishing sales model, which isn't good for DC or for the industry as a whole. The New 52 drove me out of modern comic books. I had already dropped a whole bunch of Marvel because I didn't like the direction they were going even before. I mean, after Civil War was horrible. The Secret Invasion was tolerable, and then afterwards it just nosedived. I was not liking it, so I dropped it. And then comes along the New 52. I read a couple of weeks worth and said, nope, I'm out. So I'm not looking forward to DC returning to the New 52. Now, with that being said, let's go on over to Comixology, the world's biggest digital comic book shop, and see if it's Marvel or is it DC that's going to rule the digital week. Last week, Marvel kicked DC's ass. Let's see if they can make a comeback. At number 10, we have Detective Comics 992. Number 9 brings us Thor, number 7. Number 8 is GWW's debut on Wonder Woman. At number 7, we have The Amazing Spider-Man, number 9. Number 6 brings us Darth Vader, number 23. Uncanny X-Men, number 1, makes it to number 5. Number 4 brings us The Avengers, number 10. Number 3 belongs to Superman, number 5. In the runner-up position, we have at number 2, Fantastic Four, number 3. And Mr. Miracle, number 12, sits at the top of the list at number 1. If there is one constant for this countdown since the very first time I've done this, it's that DC needs the top 10 in order to win the 20. Otherwise, Marvel owns that back half and will slaughter DC. Now, it is 4 DC, 6 Marvel. They are in the lead going into the back half. Not looking good for my team, guys. Not looking good for my team at all. At number 11, Captain America number 5 expands the lead. It is now 7-4. At number 12, The Flash makes it 7-5, Marvel's favor. At number 13, we have Life is Strange number 1. So, because of this independent comic book, there will be a clear winner between Marvel and DC. No ties allowed. At number 14, we have Titans number 29. It's now 7-6, Marvel's favor. At number 15, Venom number 8 makes it 8-6, Marvel's favor. Number 16 brings us Star Wars Dr. Apara, so now it's 9-6, Marvel's favor. Number 17 gives us Cosmic Ghost Rider number 5. It is 10-6, Marvel's favor. And with Life is Strange in the countdown, we know DC can only make it to number 9. So Marvel has won, and I am going to cry. Not really, but Ms. Marvel taking the 18 spot, Ms. Marvel number 36, making it 11-6, does not help my case. At least DC decided to show up again. At number 19, Hawkman number 6 makes it 11-7, and then at number 20, we have Red Hood and the Outlaws. It is now 11-8. So, not the ass kicking that they got last week, but guys, come on. There's some good books out there we need to be picking up. As far as DC fans, I know Bendis has ruined things, but trust me, there's still some good books out there, guys. Wow. Not a big fan of how this is turning out, but it is what it is, and I'm going to be telling the truth every time. Sometimes my team wins, sometimes my team loses. It's just the way it is, and I've reported on a year's worth of DC wins. So, you know, it had to happen. I guess now is just time to take the DC fan lumps. So that's the countdown, gang. What do you think? Is there something like me where you're like, hey, there should be a hell of a lot more DC comic books involved? Or are you like, woohoo, I'm a Marvel. I'm like reading these things. I mean, you know, where's Electric Warriors, right? Where the hell is Electric Warriors? Why isn't Scooby Apocalypse making the numbers? That's actually a pretty good book. You know, come on, gang. Anyway, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, you know the drill. Click like, share, that gets word out about the channel. And, of course, if you haven't done it already, hit the subscription and ring that bell. Sometimes YouTube actually does their job and notifies people that things are going on over here, like videos and live streams and such. Cool stuff. Also, if you don't mind helping out the channel, go on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till, helps keep making videos for you. Like, thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.